Thank you everyone for coming. This is a kind of special event. I'm trying to feature signature members in a show each year. I think it's important. We have all our members are lovely, but the signature members, it's nice to have their own event and to it's a singular achievement, and we'd like to honor them. And the achievement, I'll just explain it for anyone who might not know. It's where you have, it's a credential bestowed and recognized by other pastel societies too, where you have over time established your work has been established as excellent or accomplished. And you accrue points by being accepted into juried international pastel, particularly shows. And so we have about 33 signature members, and 27 are in our show. So it's hard to get 100%, but we keep trying, and we really thank all those who put a piece in the show. I thank everyone who's done work on this. Terry Lynn has done a lot of work putting things together on our website, and I thank you to Susan Kuznitsky, who is our esteemed judge of awards. And I'll just going to say a couple things about Susan. Some of you know Susan, but for those who don't, she is based in Portland, Oregon. So she's all the way across the country. And Susan has credentials as a pastelist with the PSA, Pastel Society of America. She has credentials with the Chicago Pastel Painters, the Northwest Pastel Society, and she is in the Master Circle with IAPS, that's International Association of Pastel Societies. Big achievements, lifelong achievements. Susan is a plein air pastel artist, and she does online mentoring. Right now during this COVID time, she's developed acuity with Zoom classes too. She does Zoom workshops, and she does actual workshops. So you may see her in the future. Susan says on her website, she has some lovely quotes, and I'm just going to give you one or two. She says, "My life's work is to leave the world more beautiful than I found it. I look for light and beauty. It is everywhere. My job is to translate it onto canvas and share it." I thought that was nice and kind of words for all of us. So Susan is she's gonna read to you her judge's mindset and her parameters for judging. Then we're gonna go into a slideshow of the signature member show, and we will go from the top prize through the entire show. So Susan, I'll let you read what you wanted to.
Okay, so thank you. So this was a very solid group of paintings, and it's not easy for me on this side of the fence, so to speak. I've been on the being jury side many times, and I'm very sensitive to what it takes to put yourself out there. And I took this job very seriously, and I'm very honored to have been asked to pick the award winners. And for those of you that were not chosen, keep painting, keep entering, and remember, this is just one artist's opinion. So how I jury a show, I like to get a sense of the whole show first. So in the first run through, there's some pieces that will immediately catch my eye, but I like to take a few days and look at the show each day to see if I agree with myself. So I kind of go by my first impression, and then I see if it's consistent. Then I look for overall composition, the basics, the use of color, value, lost and found edges, draftsmanship, and mood. What is the story? And lastly, there's something beyond good technique. It's the thing that keeps us coming back, that provokes an emotional response. And then these are my picks. All right, well.
So I'll just introduce each one.
Okay.
This is our first place winner, and this is Marianne Mullet, and her piece is named Inside Looking Out 2020.
All right, well, so this is such a timely and thought-provoking painting. It is very relatable subject after this year plus that we all just went through. The composition is simple yet effective, and the color harmony is just wonderful. The use of changing color while maintaining the strength of value shape is masterfully done on the windowsill and the molding, as well as in the curtain. The little bits of sunlight coming in is just enough to evoke a sense of hope. It really got to me emotionally, and I found myself returning to it over and over. Really, really lovely painting. Just so simple and still, and yet so powerful.
Amazing. Okay.
This is our second place winner, and this is Jeff Fioravanti, and his work is called To Touch Your Shore.
Well, this was another really striking piece. I love the color harmony of this piece. This artist did an excellent job of creating rhythm and flow of shapes to move the eye from the back to the front with the resting place in the foreground. The reflections on the top of the rocks add an extra sparkle and balance to the piece. The beautiful mark making in the ocean foam is very effective and adds to the well thought out design. There's a lot of ocean paintings, and they're much harder than they look.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. These are great.
Yes, and when you are viewing this show on your own, there is an inserted page of artist statements. Jeff's always got something pithy to say in his work, and he's very historically minded, and you'll find it very informative.
What?
Okay. This is our third place winner, and this is Terry Lynn DuBroy, and she has won it with Craggy Cliff.
All right, well, I love the simplicity of shapes in this landscape painting. The wonderful use of color and values in the cliffs really creates a beautiful moodiness to this piece. And I was really drawn to the lovely lacy handling of the negative and positive shapes and the soft edges in the distant trees. And I have to say, you know, I really learned everything I know about pastels from Albert Handel. I was his studio assistant when he still lived in Woodstock, New York in the 70s. And this was like Albert. Albert's like,
Oh,
whenever I see rocks and trees, that's like his water, rocks and trees. And he would have been very proud of this painting too. He's always on my shoulder whenever I look at subject matter like this or paint subject matter like this. So it was very solid, Terry Lynn.
thank you. Thank you.
So those were our three top prizes, and they are small money prizes. The next three are honorable mentions, and this is first honorable mention is Claudette Gamache with Rushing Water 2.
Yeah, so when I was first asked to do this, I was asked to just pick first, second, and third, but there were so many good pieces. I added 3 honorable mentions just to recognize more of the paintings in the show. So there's another water one. The movement of the rushing water caught my attention in this piece, along with the placement of the boulders. Another really difficult subject matter. I would say this is a great use of an analogous color palette. The artist has definitely captured the feeling of that cold rushing water, not an easy subject. It could have been Oregon, because there's a lot of streams and rushing streams like that out on my side of the country as well. Really beautiful.
Thank you.
This next honorable mention is Rebecca Shorb with Coming in Peace, Coming in Love, Coming Home.
This painting really demonstrates a beautiful use of complementary colors along with the very, very soft edges. It creates a dreamy quality that really drew me to this place in this piece. It has just the right amount of strong chroma in the reds to pull me in and creates a pleasing flow through the fields to the back trees. This was just really very dreamy, beautiful.
And our last honorable mention is Terry Brooks, Playing with Fire.
Well, this painting really made me smile. The artist really caught the fun, whimsical gesture of the street artist. And the use of the couple walking downhill and into the painting is an interesting composition element. And the placement of the fire sticks, for lack of better term, I'm sure they have a name, but I don't know what they're called, so I just call them fire sticks. And color in the bits of fire keep my eye moving and resting on the juggler's face, which captures his lighthearted yet full of concentration expression. This was a real character study.
That's amazing.
It is amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Susan.
Okay.
So shall we go through the rest of the show, Terry Lynn?
Yep. I'm going to set it on automatic.
Okay.
Stop me if you want.
And this is, should we just say what they are?
Oh, do you want me? Sorry. It's
Oh, it's okay. Well, I'll tell you what. These are Susan Amtman, Janet Amtman from New Mexico.
okay. I don't have the names in front, so you got to let
Right.
me.
Okay, so this is Westerly Winds, New Mexico, Janet Amtman. I'm sorry. Okay, and this is Mary Berry, Campsite, BBCA. No, that means in British Columbia, I think California, Canada, right, Mary?
Mary?
And this is Terry Brooks again with Inner Tube Ballet. Wonderful. Here we have Sharon Kulf Gorman with Emerald Isle. Christina Davis with Gentle Breeze. Beautiful.
That's beautiful, Christina. She just got Best in Show in North Carolina as well. So, right? Wasn't it
Woo.
North Carolina?
She
Christina?
got it with Past Society
It
of Man.
was, can you hear me?
Oh, it's the membership
It
show.
was, it wasn't, yeah, the painting was when I was in North Carolina. I had gone with my daughter, she graduated, and we went up to this really cool place, and it was called the Sky Club, I think, and you could go up and the view was beautiful. So that's what inspired me to paint that.
That was the Pas Main membership show. Is that correct?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, it
okay.
was.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It reminds me of Van Gogh.
Yeah.
Solitude by Christina Davis. Beautiful Christina.
Very
you,
distinctive
Miranda.
strokes. Yes.
Field of Dreams by Linda DeSaint. And Linda DeSaint's Mystical Monadnock.
It's nice to see these full screen.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is Terry Lynn Dubray. There is no path.
I made it up.
Love it.
Wolfgang Ertl, Sawgrass Lake Park 3.
Nice.
Wolfgang Ertl, Tumbling Down. Another Rushing Waters. Jeff Fiervante's other piece is called Sunset on the Saugus River.
Oh,
This is Claudette Gamache's other piece called Sunsetting. I love this, Claudette.
It's from Booth Bay.
She
Nice.
loves that orange.
Orange is my color.
It's beautiful.
This is Susan Hollis. She lives down near the Cape or on the Cape, and she's got Sunstripe 1.
Ah,
Next is one of my favorites. This is
That's nice. Yeah. I like that.
Norma Johnson. Sometimes I can't sleep. So descriptive.
yeah, the feeling of this is amazing. And look at the faces and everything in that blanket. It's just, wow.
This is Diana Johnson's little gem called Dancing with the Sun. And it does feel like dancing. And this is Diana Johnson's Shaped by the Sea.
Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Purple rocks.
Yeah, why not? I like purple.
You're purple. She's orange.
This is Shook Susan Lee. She is a member who lives in Massachusetts, and this work is at Plaza del Toros. I think she has done a lot of traveling.
I've been there. It's cool.
That is cool. And this is Shook Susan Lee's Summer Oasis. Very romantic. Here is Sally Bush Lockridge, sorry. Moosehorn National Wildlife Refuge. Sorry, Sally, didn't mean to mess your name up. So peaceful.
Mm.
This is Mary Beth Morrison, A Time for Every Purpose.
Look at those textures are gorgeous.
Mhm. Beautiful.
Ah,
Beth Morrison, Frond Forward. And Marianne Mullet's second piece here is called Métis 3. Is this your cow?
It is not. I love this cow. I go take photographs of her, but in fact, I named her. I have no idea what her real name is.
Mhm.
I love the colors on the nose.
Incredible.
This is Timothy Parks, Cape Porpoise. This is Tim Parks' other one, Leaping Model.
Beautiful.
We don't get many nudes. That's wonderful.
Ellen Pelletier, Beach Path, Popham 2. And this is Ellen Pelletier, also Golden Light. This is Rebecca Shorb. And I don't have a title on it. Sorry. It's
Oops,
a
sorry.
Pemmican, I think. I don't have that title, actually. We'll have to add those two titles of Rebecca Shorb's onto the show after, okay? This is Jean Smith Cripps and her piece, Fall Colors. And Jean Smith Cripps with Reflections. And that is our show. Thank you again to everyone who submitted work. Now, if anyone has questions for Susan, she is available to answer them. She's still with us.
Very nice comments about the show. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Mm.
It's a hard job, I'll tell you. It's not
Mm.
an easy thing. If
I
you do
like-
it right, you know.
Your comment about how the emotional aspect of it, the storytelling, the story behind, I think that's very important. Sometimes I'm so tempted just to do the scene and the colors. You bring
Well,
that
I
in.
think, you know, the very first artist that I became aware of as a teenager, when that made me decide I wanted to be an artist, was Norman Rockwell. And I know I didn't know at the time why, but what drew, besides that he was amazing, but what drew me was the storytelling.
Yeah.
And I thought, I want to do that. So that's kind of always what I go for and look for.
Very nice. Everyone had beautiful work.
And thank you for telling us how your process. It was very interesting. Appreciate it.
Well, it's all the things I teach in my classes too. So it's what I look for. And when I do critiques, and it's, you know, so it's kind of spills over into what I look for in a show.
It's great to share with everybody and see everybody. That's why I just so appreciate what we're doing right now.
It's
Yes.
a nice painting behind you.
Yeah.
That painting on your easel behind you looked really nice.
Oh,
That-
I'm trying. It's
She's
in
always
between
working.
things.
So good to see you, Claudette.
Hey, same here. And I hope to see you and Mary Beth because you're right here. So
Yeah.
I'll be available.
Okay.
I'll text you.
Yeah.
Text you.
Great.
Are there any more questions for Susan?
I have a question. Who's going to go to IAPS next June?
Me.
I would like to.
We would like you to.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
could all
The
group
main
together.
group, we're considering getting something together and like really going as a group.
I think that would be excellent.
So
Excellent.
I'll make sure we secure some rooms. Then we'll fill them.
Good luck.
That's the
Oh,
hardest part is getting the
That's
rooms.
the hardest part with the hotel.
Like a lottery.
I read
Yeah.
that somebody that there's people already have reservations. So
Wow.
You can't though. They don't let you
No.
do that.
not at the hotel, but like Airbnbs and things like that.
Oh, yes.
It'd be
yes,
nice
yes.
to be in the hotel because everything's happening there if you can get in.
Wait, we're happening no matter where we are.
Okay, we work as a group.
Susan, are you going to IAPS 22?
Yes, I was just talking to my friend Laura Pollock and we said maybe we could share a room. And then she goes, well, I have a CPAP thing and it's really, I don't know if you'll be able to handle it. I go, well, I've been told that I snore, so I don't know. It's like, oh my God.
You're
We're like
all
these
set.
old crotchety women now. It's like, maybe we better get separate rooms. I'm like,
Just get earplugs.
Earplugs, yeah. Yeah.
She says, I can't wear earplugs. I'm like, oh my God, listen to us. We're like old biddies. This is terrible.
Will you be teaching there?
No, I have the last, when I go there, I'm like friends with Pierre from Savoir Faire from the Sommelier products. So
Yeah.
I just hang out at their booth and do demos.
Oh,
in the
That's
wonderful.
great.
I always found that to be like more fun and I meet more people that way than doing the workshops or the demos. So I didn't even like I didn't even like ask to do it.
Yeah.
Is anyone
Pierre
else?
sounds like a
Mary Ann,
fun
Terry?
guy.
Is anyone? I'm sorry.
No, Pierre sounds like a fun guy every time I see his smile.
Mhm.
And I've known him I actually met him when I'm from Chicago originally, and I met him in Chicago in the 70s. We were both just getting started. And I remember walking down, we were at a convention. I remember when we're walking down an aisle and I'm talking to him and I turn and he's like off, he saw somebody or something. And I didn't, at the time it just was like, oh my God, it was before ADD became in our vocabulary. And now I just all the time, I'm like, you're the original poster boy for ADD. Zoom, 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 here. Where's Pierre?
This
That's
is
great.
kind of funny, but as I'm looking at the group, and these are all beautiful artists, I look at like Christina, like you're wearing color and your hair is like this, and your paintings take on that personality, your strokes and the color. And here's Claudette that's very soft, and her things. I don't know.
Our personalities, I guess.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
Yay!
I know it.
Laura, outside. Laura, you're outside.
You're on mute, Laura.
No, I'm not outside, but my workspace is chaos. It's all chaos.
Good.
There are
That's
too
normal.
many projects,
That's a
too many
good thing.
projects,
Creative.
diversity. Like my brain is, I've got a work surface for one thing, and the art stuff is over that end. And so,
They say the people that get the
Yeah,
most done
this-
are people who have organized chaos. It's a good thing.
There.
Right.
okay.
That encourages me.
Go for it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna wrap up our meeting, but I do want to tell you that the submissions are open now for our 21st International Jury Exhibition, Pastels Only. Our deadline is the very end of July, and I would love to have everyone. It's open to all pastel artists. We'd love to have you. So big prizes in that one too. So thank you everyone for being here, and everyone who submitted, kudos to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice,
very much.
Mary Beth. Thank you.
everyone.